Winback Farm of Canada is home to 9 outstanding stallions, including Metro-based champion Captain's Quarters, who's new in 2026. Beach Glass, winner of the Meadowlands Pace and the Last Great Son of Some Beach Somewhere, his first yearling crop sells in 2026. Lawless Shadow, an O'Brien Award winner and Meadowlands Pace champion, whose first crop sells in 2026. The Great McWicked, the richest pacing stallion in harness racing history, and two-time O'Brien Award winner Tattoo Artist, a winner on every size track with many stakes and track records. Also standing Better Than Cheddar, Betting Line, My MVP, and Trixton. For more information, it's winbackfarm.com.
Welcome to Classy Lane with the Harness Racing Update. I'm Jaimi MacDonald. Today, we're catching up with Rick Zeron, who needs no introduction in this industry. He's made over $150 million with combining his driving and purse earnings. Let's check out what he's up to this season. Rick Zeron joins us now in twos and training. And Rick, before we get into, your horses coming back for this season and your 2-year-olds you're looking forward to this season, how's winter been? You're training your barn full.
The winter number one's been very cold, and then many snowstorms, rainstorms. We got postponed a little bit, got a little bit behind, but the babies are catching up and they're doing really well.
And how many horses do you have in your shed row here now?
19.
And
I always try to keep 20 or under 20, yeah.
I was going to say, do we have a cap? But 20 is the number, and that's a great number for you and your help.
Well, yeah, it breaks it up. So I got 3 riders, and then the rest of them are good caretakers to look after the horses, and it's not overwhelming for them. So it's enough to keep everybody happy.
Let's get into some of the horses coming back that we saw on the track last year. The first one we're going to talk about is Cupid Hall.
Yeah, she come back. I think she's going to be a serious player this year. She's Ontario bred. She's going to have a lot of fun this year in the Ontario Sire Stakes because last year she really wasn't comfortable being on top in a race because she would lose herself. But this year, training her back, and she's really good. I trained her on the front yesterday, and we won them all in 2 minutes, and she was real comfortable. It's
so nice to see them grow and develop just after a little off season.
Well, you're exactly right, because the little miscues or mistakes that they were making as 2 years old, they've overcome that, and now they've become mature horses and they become serious, and it's an enjoyment now to go out and see that I don't have to worry about this or worry about that when I'm training them. They've got it now. They know what they're exactly doing, so that's the enjoyment.
Another one here we look forward to see out on the track is I'll Have the Red.
She's a really, really nice filly. She had a little problem in her on the outside of her right back leg and her right knee, and we took her to Cornell University, and she came back last week. She was there for 5 days. They diagnosed it, and John Hennessy has been in charge of Cornell, talking to me and to the clinic, and they found out what was wrong with her. It's repairable. It's been repaired now, so hopefully she'll get back in the rotation. She's 2 weeks behind the rest of them, so we're pointing her towards April the 17th to qualifier.
Now, how important is it to have such a good relationship with your vet?
Well, John is not just my vet, but he's been a friend of mine for the last 35, 40 years. So, no, it's good. John knows what I'm thinking, and I know what John's thinking. Anytime I have a problem, he comes over and he observes how they go. If he decides we need some x-rays, that's fine. If he wants to outsource it to like Cornell University, well, that's what we do to get to the bottom of the route.
And next up, we have the brother-sister duo, Landing on Time and Courtney Hanover.
Yeah, they're 2 special horses that I own. I own the mother, or I own a piece of the mother, Courtney Hanover. And then she's had the offsprings, Landing on Time.
It was all Landing on Time in an impressive 151-1.
I would be shocked if he didn't trot in 50 this year. He trotted in 51-1 last year, so I'm looking for a 50 and a piece this year from him. And Courtney Promise at 2 last year, she was very, very big. She got a little weak on me, but showed very good signs. And my son Scott said to me, he said, take care of her, and I'll drive her a little bit for you at 3 years old, because I think she's going to be a serious player. And when we trained her yesterday, she was.
And, you've spent a ton of time behind the gate. So as someone who spent their lifetime as a driver and a very successful one, what's it like handing over those reins on some of your horses?
I don't mind handing over the reins. It's you get to the age where I am, I'm not 35 anymore. I got good drivers that are driving my horses for me. They know how I want my horses driven. I want them to come back, so they're going to come home and eat supper after the race. I don't want them to have their tongues stuck out after the finish line. And I have a good deal with speaking to my drivers, and they know exactly what I want.
Now, there are still some that you prefer to drive. Are those ones, which ones do you choose to sit behind?
Well, I try to stay away from the pullers and the ones that are acting up a little bit. But we have 9 that are going to qualify in the next 2 weeks, and I'll go with the 7 of them. 2 of them are pacers, so I'll get outsource that to one of the drivers over there. But I'll go with all the trotters to make sure that they're all set up for the drivers to start their stake races with.
You've had a successful career, like I had said before, as a driver and now as a trainer where you're kind of spending most of your time. Do you have a goal or a milestone you want to hit?
Well, we were looking it up last week, and I'm 4 wins away from 2,500 wins. We have, I think, 32 million made lifetime as a trainer, so I've achieved more than what I thought I would do. But I still have fun doing it, so.
That's all that matters.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Now, of course, the countless successful horses you've sat behind have probably lots of mannerisms you can notice, or between, superstar to superstar. Is there anything when you sit behind a horse that really stands out to you that you're like, hey, this one kind of, has got it?
Yeah, well, the 2 fillies that we went with earlier in the first set, they have it now. One I don't own. Liz, lady from Florida, owns it, and her name's Stocks and Bonds, and people will hear her name a lot this year because she is very, 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 very fast and very smart, very mature, like she's 4 years old. And then the little trotting filly, a green Manalishi filly that I have, Outlast, she's very special, and you'll hear from her this summer too. So those are the 2 that I have that right now I know that they have it already, and it's an enjoyment when you sit behind them, that you're training them most of the winter, freezing to death out there training them. But and then when you turn them and you speak to them a little bit, and then all of a sudden you say, well, I don't have to say anything more. They're just doing this all by themselves. And that's when it's gratifying for a trainer to see them get developed that way.
Now, rewind before they even come into your barn. If you're looking at them at the sales or videos or farm visits, what type of characteristics of yearlings do you look for?
Well, I try and buy as many fillies as I can because I get along more with the fillies. I'm more successful, obviously, with the fillies than I am with the colts. But the first thing that I do look at with the fillies is if they stick their ears back, I say, thanks very much, put them back in the stall. And then I look for body conformation. I like to see lots of ribs on them. The longer the body is, the less that they're going to interfere with when they start racing, if they do get to the races.
Definitely some insight there. And let's get into some of these 2-year-olds we see on the track today. So the first one we're going to talk about is Explosive Diva. This is from Winback, London Classic year sale for $13,000.
Mm-hmm. She's a very nice filly. Winback sent me 2 Trixton fillies. And this Explosive Diva is very, very smart. She's huge. She's very big, so I'm being a little more precautious with her, that I don't want her to train quite as fast as the rest of them are right now, and I just want that filly to come along, develop, that she's going to be strong enough, and I think Mr. Thompson will be quite happy with her this year.
Next up, we have Mahalo, your Gimpanzee colt.
Yeah, he's a really nice colt. He's out of a mare I still have, Hawaii. She actually had a filly yesterday. Yeah, a tactical landing filly. But getting back to Mahalo, yeah, I named him because her name was Hawaii, so I thought I'd stay in the Hawaiian thing, and so we gave him a name of Mahalo. Nice colt. I had to geld him. He got a little bit rank out on the track. He was really steady. It was the last week of January that I gelded him. Well, John took care of that, and he's getting much better now. He still is a little bit ding-ding, but he's got the ability and the speed to be a good horse. So I think you'll see a little more of him.
And of course, your green Manalishi filly, Outlast.
Yeah, Outlast is a really nice filly. She came in, she had a bit of a sway back on her, and she's developed, and we put her on multivitamins and stuff like that to grow, and she's growing with the powdered vitamins that we're feeding her and the supplements, and the sway back is going away, but she's got a great gait and loves her work and just wants to go out there and just, be a good racehorse.
Next up's $40,000 at Harrisburg, the Italian Job, formerly known as Senior Pilot.
Yeah, he's another one that I had to gel to because he got a little bit ranked, but he's a little bit behind the rest of them because he's still a little bit steady. So we're taking our time with him, and hopefully we'll get him qualified by the end of June instead of the middle of June.
And $130,000 at Harrisburg for your Chapter 7 stocks and bonds.
Yeah, I purchased her for a friend of mine, owner. Her name is Liz, and she wanted to get into the standardbred business and wanted to try one horse. So I bought her this filly, and she's the one that trained with the other filly this morning. She's extremely special.
And how about Tic Tac Fashion?
Tic Tac Fashion, she's going to be okay when she gets it, then she's going to be fine. But right now she's in the middle of being a yearling and being a 2-year-old and racing and hopefully being successful.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for it to click.
Yeah, I use the term a little bit different. I say they got it or they don't have it, And she's trying to get it. She does. Yeah, she doesn't have it yet, but I think she will get it because she does have the speed and the ability. So now all I have to wait for is till that she knows what she has to do when she goes out there, and I think then she'll surprise everybody.
And another win back here, your Captain Corey filly, 9-5.
Yeah, she's 9-5's a nice filly. She's like 75% blind in the one eye. And she's just getting to know when horses go by her and stuff like that. She kind of like moves her head around and stuff. So we're going to put I trained her this morning, and we're going to put a pair of goggles on her to maybe take the air going away from the 3/4 blind eye on her. And but she's got a lot of ability. She's got a great gait. So I think once we get all the little nooks and crannies worked out on her, I think she'll be okay.
Well, it's great to hear about your horses, the ones coming back, your 2-year-olds in training here. Of course, you've left a legacy out on the track yourself, and your son is creating one for himself. What's it like to have, that next generation in your family dominating just like you did?
Well, I think he's over-dominated more than what I've done, obviously, but very proud of my son. My family everybody is sisters. Everybody involved. He's done very well, and he will do even more in the future to come because he likes the game, loves the game, and he analyzes it right to the last nook and cranny, and he knows exactly what kind of horse he's got on the track in a big stake race. He knows where they're going to be. He knows where the rest of the guys are going to be, and he's very patient. He doesn't get mad, and he doesn't scream or anything. So that's a lot of the battle that he didn't get from me.
I was going to say, did that come from mom maybe?
Yeah, he got that from mom. Yeah, the being patient and stuff like that from Joyce for sure. But very proud of my son.
Well, thank you for joining us here, and it's always great to talk with you and reminisce, of course, about horses and careers. And we look forward to see you out on the track this summer.
Thanks very much, Jim.